Okay, once again, welcome everybody. Today we're gonna talk about first conditionals. So is the quality okay? Muhammad says bad quality because I'm using a VPN. Okay, maybe you need to wait to load. Oh, it's bad. It's okay. So which one? Is it bad or okay? Because Discord is banned. Ah, now it's better. Exactly because Discord is banned in my country, Iran, and there are three Iranian teachers. We all use VPNs to connect. For Cheyenne is another one others. It's visible. Okay, very good. So yeah, maybe you need to down. You need to just wait a couple seconds. I hope that doesn't get you in trouble. Oh well, this is the third time I'm hosting a class using a VPN. So far so good. So anyway, first conditional. But thanks for a good message, KR. First conditionals. Let's. So we're gonna. So I'm gonna ask you some questions. Okay, during the class, I'm gonna ask you some questions, and do want you. I do want that everybody be active, be interactive, and answer. Okay, because this is the only way you can learn. If you just sit there and just listen to me, you will just waste your time. Okay, so be active. So let's talk about this one. Let's talk about real life, shall we? So, does anyone know about anything about first conditionals? Any ideas about first conditionals? What is it? If. Okay. Anything else like to elaborate a bit more? But that was good. So if it gives us an overview. Nope. Okay. Maybe what? So maybe you can tell me. It comes before the second conditional. Oh, really? Exactly. Is this types? Yeah, we have different types. Okay. So as KR said, we have different types. So first comes before the second. Second comes before the third. A possible situation, exactly. Thank you very much. A possible situation. No, I don't have idea. Okay, you will learn a lot today. Tonight, actually. Actually, I'm new here. Okay, that's good. You're trying to be funny. No, it was good. It was good. However, it was good. So what is this? Okay. If plus present simple, will plus base verb. So that's a form. That's a formula. Did I accidentally say something accurate? Oh yeah, you did. You did. We have conditionals type 0, 1, 2, 3, but not 4. Got it mixed. So yeah, let's forget formulas, okay? For just actually one moment, let's just forget formulas. Let's talk about the meaning, okay? So I have a text here, so it's mine, okay? There's no copyright thing like this is mine. So here is something. Do we have any? I want to make it interactive. Do we have any volunteers to read it for us? If you want, you can raise your hand and read it. So we have two volunteers. Okay, let me just. Okay, anyone else, if you want, just come to this stage. I want to make it interactive because so far my classes were just chat based. I want to make it better. So Yusef, another. So don't be afraid. Okay, you're here to learn. Yeah, Saturo. Okay, you need to raise your hand, but let me invite you. Can I, Ali? Okay, just you need to accept the invite, Satoru and Eddie. Okay, hello people, Maru Maru, I think, KR and Yusuf. So who wants to go first?
So, like, what should we do? Like, read the text or?
Yeah, I'm gonna. So first, I want you to read the text. Then I'm gonna ask you some questions. Okay, and you are like a representative from this student. So please.
Okay, I'll try. Okay,
Okay, good.
I'll read. Okay. So, if it rains tomorrow, we will stay indoors and play board games. However, if the weather is sunny, we will go to the park and have a picnic. First, we will prepare sandwiches and pack some fruit. If the park is crowded, we will find another spot near the lake. Remember, if you forget the sunscreen, you'll get sunburned. So don't forget to pack it.
So don't forget to pack it. Thank you very much. So here are three questions, three key questions. Okay, I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you. So have the situations, the story, already happened? This one, I will bring it back if you want to take a look. Has it happened before? Has it already happened? Or you can also answer it in the
No,
chat. Sinji said yes. Others are saying no. So what do you say, Maru? That's Maru, right?
No.
No.
We
Okay.
both no.
Okay. What about other people? Yusef, KR, and Saturo. Here you can also talk.
Well, not because the keyword is tomorrow.
So we have some keyword based on the keywords. So you're answering based on the keywords. What about based on the meaning?
Um,
Like for example, if it rains. I mean, for example, based on the grammar tenses. Like here we have simple, for example, present simple, or future simple we have. So yeah, the first answer. What about the second one? Are there imaginary, hypothetical, or like not real situations or real ones? Which one? People in the chat, people the
um,
stage.
maybe
It's a real.
um,
Uh-huh.
maybe imaginary.
Imaginary. Okay, thank you. Anyone else?
I think it'll be imaginary.
Imaginary. Okay.
Tomorrow isn't real.
Okay. So no, cut. So let me leave the chats because they're talking about future. You're just planning hypothetical, real
Oh,
ones, both. So how can we say both? But first one, Okay. Would you mind inviting me? Yeah. Okay. Why not? So are you sure? Do you want to change it? Like, do you know what? Do you know what we say by imaginary? Someone said it's tomorrow. I think KR said it's for tomorrow. Yeah, of course. We don't know what happens tomorrow. But imaginary is that I say, for example, let's say I'm not rich. For example, okay, I said, oh, if for example, just let's imagine I were rich, had money, I would buy, for example, a BMW or a Mercedes. So this is what we call it imaginary, because I'm not rich. I'm just thinking. I'm just imagining I'm rich. But what about tomorrow? Are we imagining tomorrow or no? Tomorrow will come and we can plan. As someone in the chat said, they are planning. So okay, invite. So do you want to change your opinions, people, or you want to stick to
um,
imaginary?
um,
Uh-huh.
maybe sit for imaginary.
Imaginary. Okay. Anyone else? Like it can
Yes,
be. It's real.
I
Uh-huh.
didn't happen. Right. I think
Sorry.
it's
Say again,
imaginary.
please.
It will
Imaginary.
happen.
Okay.
I also think that it's imaginary
Imaginary. Okay.
because they're thinking about the situation.
So thinking and imaginary are two different things. Do you agree? To think, yeah. It's okay if you want to talk here. So thinking and imagining are two different things. Do you agree first of all in the chat and on the stage?
Yeah, they're so different.
There are so differences. Thank you. Hassan, what about others? People are typing too. So I don't want
Is
to
it?
just sorry, I don't want to just give you the answer. I want to think about it to get a good vision. Okay, you were saying, Maru?
Is it that imaginary is something like we made up? And I think for this situation, maybe it's more to hypothetical. Like we could expect what is happen when it's raining, and we like somehow we could do some preparations that align with the things that could happen. So maybe it's hypothetical for me.
Okay, in that
Sure.
point of view, okay. So okay, let's keep number two. What about three? Where are we talking about the past or present? What about this?
I think
Present.
we were talking about future.
Future.
And future.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, we're discussing plans, like present plans, about
Yes,
what's
Uh-huh.
going to happen in the future.
they were
Exactly.
talking about future.
Okay. And people are saying future too. Exactly. So, mm, let's say, so here, based on the options, based on the options we have, past or present, which one do you choose?
Present. Because
Present.
you present first.
Present.
If it rains,
Uh-huh. Thank you. Thank you. So, here are the answers. So, it's real, okay? The two others were correct, but it's real. Because I know your point of view. That's right, okay? I somehow agree. But especially in terms of grammar, imaginary, we have the second type, conditional type 2. You say, if I were rich, I would buy that car, okay? It means I am not rich, okay? So yeah, you were right. So it means I am not rich. But something about future. For example, I say if you study, you will pass your exams. If you study, you will pass your exams. This is something real because it's a real situation that you will see the results in the future. So you have time for it. But right now, imagine I'm not rich. How can I buy a car when I'm not rich? First, I need to, for example, gain some money and things like this. So, especially in grammar, we say real situations. We use hypothetical and imaginary for type 2 and type 3. Okay, but thank you very much here. So, we have another text here. Can anyone read it for us? Another person?
Can I read?
Yeah, I'd like to read
Yeah,
it.
sure. Anyone, anyone.
Mary,
I'll
may I
read.
go first?
Okay.
If you save money, you
Mm-hmm.
will be able to buy a new car. However, if you spend all your salary, you won't be able to buy it. If you study hard, you'll pass the exam with flying colors.
Uh-huh.
But if you don't, you'll fail.
You will fail, exactly. First, what's the meaning of flying colors? Does anyone know?
With
Flying
good degrees?
colors. Aha, with good marks. Exactly. For example, you get A plus or 20, for example, say flying colors. So, there are some bold expressions: be able to buy a new car, or be able to buy it, or pass the exam, or fail. So, can you tell me what are these? What are these bold expressions? Any ideas? For example, be able to buy a new car. What is it? I mean, in meaning.
It's the result of
Aha,
the first action. Saving money,
exactly.
of
Mm-hmm.
spending all your salary.
Aha, very good. Anyone else? So you said you said result. How many says
Yeah.
condition? Anyone else? Any other opinions in on this stage? In the chat, condition. People are saying condition. Uh-huh. What about, for example, I don't know, samurai or other people here? Nothing? No opinions?
Nope.
Okay. For we have Anuwaz. What about you, Anuwaz? Do you have any opinions here? What is this be able to buy a new car? Hassan says it's the result. People are saying it's a condition. What do you think? Anuwaz, I think.
Uh, it is a prediction based on that conditional statement.
Mm-hmm. So which one would you choose? Result or condition? If you would like to, for example,
Uh,
choose one.
Result.
So which one do you choose? Result or condition?
Hmm, Result.
Result. Uh-huh. So yeah, so people are having different opinions. So that's so let me tell you, if you save money, okay, we have saving money and we have being able to buy a car. So which is your goal? Which one is your goal? To save money or to buy a new car? Let's just answer this question. To buy a car, exactly, very good. So the goal, the result, you've just corrected yourself. Okay? That's the result because you want to be able to buy a new car. So in order, here are the results. In order to achieve that achievement, that goal, means buying being able to buy a new car, you need to do something. In order to pass your exams with flying colors, you need to do something. For example, you need to study for it. You need to save money. You need to, I don't know, do something. So that part we call it a condition. Okay? Condition is when the car is in a bad mood. No, no, that's something else. That's the meaning of condition. Condition not in grammar. Yeah, we have in good condition and things like this, but not here. So here, that was good. So if anyone wants to add something, please add something. Nothing? Okay. So here I have two more questions. Do we need anything? Also, please just mute yourself, I think, Cheyenne, because my voice just echoes from your microphone. If you can mute yourself. Very good. So, two questions. First, do we need to follow or do anything to achieve those results? Yes, no. Which one? Do we need to follow or
Yes.
do anything? Aha, very good. Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Perfect, perfect. What about, yeah, in the chat they're saying yes to. What about number two? Can someone read number two for us? Anyone on the stage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do those results, things we want to have, situation we want to happen, etc., happen spontaneously?
So first, before you answer that, what is the meaning of spontaneously? Because probably some students they don't know it. So what is spontaneously?
I think
Like by
Immediately.
happen
themselves. Like by
Aha.
and not
themselves.
Exactly, exactly. So it doesn't mean immediately, okay, spontaneously. As someone said, yeah, it means it happens by itself. For example, we have some chemical infraction and things like this, but yeah, it means it happens by itself. So now please tell me, do those results happen spontaneously?
No, there's an action you have to do in order to getting
Aha.
those results.
So what do we call that action? You said there is an action. What is the name of that
A
action?
condition?
Aha, perfect. Thank you. We call it a condition. Thank you, Hassan. So, the thing that you need to do in order to achieve that, we call it condition. So, we have two important keywords here, condition and result. In order to review, can anyone, a volunteer, just for just 1 or 2 minutes, explain to us what is a condition, what is a result? Let's have a review. I will mute myself. So someone please talk about conditional result to have a review. Let's go.
I think that condition is the reason for happening the thing that you want. If you want to, like in the passage, if you want to success, you would need the condition of success, which is studying so hard, and the result is the success.
Okay, thank you, Yusuf. So first, before someone else said, do you agree with him? Do you agree with Yusuf? People in the chat. Okay, anyone else? If you want to add something, I think Bill wants to add something, or Nepo or others. People are saying yes, exactly. So Amani says the result is the goal, and the condition is the way you will achieve the goal. Thank you very much. So far, so good. Next one. So here are the answers. Yes, we do, and no. We need to take actions, as Hassan said, and we call those actions conditions. What are first conditionals? Okay. Please, someone read it for us. Anyone?
All right. What are first conditionals? First conditionals are a type of conditional sentences that express a possible or likely event or situation in the future based on a certain condition in the present.
Okay,
If
thank
you
you.
study hard,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Go on.
If you study hard, you'll pass the exam. If it rains, we will stay indoors. If you don't hurry, if you don't hurry, you will miss the bus.
Exactly. So here, there's a definition of first conditionals. A type of conditional sentences that express a possible. So we have some keywords. I have underlined them. Possible, likely event or situation in the future based on a certain condition in the present. So that's the tenses we're gonna work with. So here are the examples. You see the examples. But if we're gonna talk about clauses, Clauses in first conditionals. Okay, anyone else or just the same person? Can you read it for us?
Clauses in first conditionals. There are two clauses in conditional sentences. If clauses, the clause which contain the if word and show the condition, also known as a condition clause. In first conditionals, we use a present tense here. Main clause, the clause which talks about the result. In first conditionals, we use a future tense here.
Thank you, thank you. So maybe some of you are wondering, okay, so what is a clause? Maybe you say, okay, what is a clause? What does it mean, clause? Or maybe you have never heard that before. Before we talk about clauses in first conditional, let's talk about clauses in English. So does anyone know clause? What is a clause?
Clause is a
Uh huh.
is a subject and a verb
Subject
together,
and a
put
verb.
together.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. Thank you. Anyone else? So in the chat, you're saying it's a part of a sentence. Uh, Ghazali, I think, said sentence and subject plus verb. Okay, so what about this one? Probably you know because every session I explain this, but because we have new students, every session I have a review. So I say I eat an apple. Okay, so here I'm going through subject plus verb plus object, right? What about this one? I swim, for example, every day. I swim every day. What about this one? So, what is the object in this case? Let me
There
make.
is no object.
There's no object. So, is it possible that we have no object in a sentence?
Yeah, actually, I think the sentence makes sense, though. We don't have to put an object.
Exactly. So, how can we understand? I'm asking you, Hassan and others, how can we understand if a verb needs an object or doesn't need an object? How can we understand that?
If we can understand the sentence, we that it makes sense to us, like I understand what's going on. I'm not waiting to for a further information or for a further explanation to understand it. Then yeah, the verb doesn't need an object. Then
Thank you. Yeah, exactly. So here we have, I don't know, we can call it a formula, whatever. So what plus do does it based on the tense plus subject plus verb. If it has a logical answer, that would be your object. For example, I eat an apple. So what do you, we change the I to you to what point of view, eat? What do you eat? I eat an apple. So here apple is the object. But I swim every day. So can we say what do you swim? No. So it doesn't make sense. And so therefore we have transitive and intransitive verbs, which is actually a vast topic. We're not gonna talk about it. Just telling you the clause. So now we have two clauses: the if clause and the main clause. So we call it if clause because it has the word if. If clause. It shows the condition. We can also call it a conditional clause because in further slide you will see some examples that there are no ifs in your sentences. So therefore we call it a conditional clause too. And the main clause talks about the result. Probably we use will in it, but of course we have some replacements too. Thank you. What about this one? Can anyone read this one for us?
if you
Okay, I
water
can
the
read.
plants,
Okay, if you
Okay.
can just let someone new read because everybody could read. So I think BL if you want because you talked.
Yeah, but I have a bad pronunciation.
No, it's good. We're here to learn. That would be better.
Okay.
Let's go.
If you water the plants regularly, they will grow healthy. If you forget to water them, they'll die. If you exercise regularly, you'll feel energetic. But if you skip your workouts, you'll feel sluggish, I guess.
Okay, so that was good. That wasn't really bad. Exactly. So I have colored them in two different colors, okay? So I want everybody here, just tell me, what is the clause? Let's talking about the clauses. If you water the plants regularly. What is it? What is the clause here? Is it a main clause or an if clause, and why? You can type it or you can speak. Uh-huh.
If clause because it contain if.
If clause because it contains if. Okay, thank you. Anyone else? Bill says it's the main
It's a
clause. Mm-hmm. Go on.
it's a conditional clause because it's the condition, not
It's the
the
condition.
result.
Perfect, perfect. Or someone says because it's in the present, so based on the tense. Main because water what? Uh-huh. And Elo said it's main because water what? So do you agree with him? Is it okay? Can we say it's the main clause because we say water what? So if you water the plants, we have the object there too. So we have the object there. Exactly. So we can really rely on it. Anyway, thank you. They will grow healthy. What about this one? They will grow healthy. What is this one? People are saying
The
main
main clause
clause. The main clause, okay? And how do you justify it? Expectation, huh?
is the result of the condition, and it
Exactly.
also in the future there's well there
Uh-huh.
where plus infinitive.
Exactly. So I think here there is a misunderstanding. Mutka says there is no optic. No, no, no. Objective. Sorry, I think object. So it's not about having objects or not having object. That's another topic. Okay. But yeah. So this is, as you said, it's very simple. Okay. If you forget to water them, let's just do it quickly because it's very easy. If you forget to water them, main clause is the one with complete meaning. Uh huh. Thank you. Thank you. So what is this? If you forget to water them, is it if clause or main clause? Bill is typing and others. Also, if you want to talk, people here on the audience, if you want to talk, just raise your hand. You can talk. If clause, yeah. Condition, if clause. Yeah, very good. So we'll do it quickly. They will die. So here we have the main clause. So pink clauses are main clause, and blue, yeah, I think blue clauses are if clause. So you see, it's very simple. But the order, so as you know, we can write in two ways. For example, I can say if you study, you will, I don't know, pass it. Okay. Is there any other ways I can rewrite the sentence? I mean, changing some places, is it possible? If you study, you will pass it. How can you change the order?
Uh,
Uh-huh.
I think we can start with with the main clause in the beginning of the sentence. We can say you will pass it if you study, but there shouldn't like there will be no comma after or before if.
Uh-huh. So there should be no commas. So you will pass it
Yeah.
if you study. Okay, exactly, exactly. Yeah, perfect. There are two ways to use conditional sentences, not just first conditional, any types of conditional sentences. So if you start with your if clause, you'll need a comma before your main clause. But you won't need a comma if you start with your main clause. And there is a fun fact. I wrote these two sentences based on their order. So if you start with your if clause, comma, you will need a comma. But you won't need a comma if you start with your main clause. So in written English, we use a comma, but in spoken English, as you may mention, as you may notice, we if you use the if clause, we pause for like 1 second. So if you study, you'll pass your exams because the focus is on the last part, pass your exams. But I said you'll pass your exams if you study. If you study. So when we are using the second order, we do not make a pause. Just together. This can be also a good point here. So replacement or alternatives. some people call it alternatives, some people call it replacements. Okay, so as I told you, we will see there are different ways to use a conditional clause without using if. Okay, so here is a list. We're going to talk about them on the condition that, when, unless means if not, provided that, in case, providing that, and as long as. So can anyone tell me the difference between, for example, provided that and if? For example, if it rains, I'll do something. Can I say provided that it rains? Sorry for my bad handwriting. Is it okay? Provided that it rains?
I'm not sure, Mister, but I think,
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's grammatically correct, but it's less common.
Uh-huh, less common. Why is it less common? Why does it feel different? Bill said.
I don't know, like it sounds like an old English,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
or in literature and something.
The tense, no, the tense is good, the meaning. So what's the meaning of provide? Let's talk about the meaning of provide.
To give something.
Uh-huh, to get something. Exactly. When I say I will provide you some money, means I will give you some money. Okay? So here, when you say provided that it rained, it means you need to get to rain. Do we have something? I mean, for example, I say, provided that you pay me back, I will give you some money. Provided that you pay me back, I will give you some money. In this case, I say, I will give you some money if you give me the money I lent you before. So here, in the condition, we need to do something, to give something, but we can't really give rain, okay, in real life. Rain is something that happens and it's not under our control. In this case, it's not very common to use providing that. So that's why I said replacement or alternatives. So it depends on the meaning. Here we're going to talk about unless, means if not. So can someone just read it for us? Hassan or other people?
Okay.
Okay. Unless equals if not. We can use unless instead of if not. For example, you will fail your exam unless you study for it. If you don't study, David won't get a job unless he graduates from university. If he doesn't graduate, unless Ryan helps me, I'll call him. If Ryan does not help me, we cannot use unless not instead of if. Not unless you don't study, you will pass your exam.
Thank you very much. So unless means if plus not. I mean if plus don't plus, I don't know, can't, doesn't, I don't know, shouldn't, thing like this. So you will fail your exam unless you study for it. The second part, the if clause, we change unless to if. So you will study the negative, you do not study. So if you do not study. Or David won't get a job unless he graduates, means if he does not graduate. Or unless Ryan helps me, I will call you. It means if Ryan does not help me, I will call you. But some people want to be, I don't know, say, oh, so we can use it reversed. I can say unless not means if. No, we don't have it in English. So unless has to come with an affirmative, a positive, actually sentence, a clause. So we cannot say unless you don't. We don't have it. Unless you do something. Okay? This is another part. So unless means if not, and it's formal, we can say. What about in case? Before we move to in case, someone said something. First, you said, can you give an example? Yeah. Provided that you pay me back, I will give you some money. Here said, what is it? Provided that you will give me equal credits, I will do the research with you. So, guys, is it correct? Is this sentence grammatically correct? Provided that, let me just reply it. Provided that you will give me equal credits, I will do the research with you. What do you think? People in the chat, people on the stage.
I think it's not Mr. It's not correct, Mr. Nima, because yeah,
Uh-huh.
it should be in the present simple, not in the future. Like the conditional clause should be in the present simple tense. So it should be corrected to, provided that you give me equal credits, I'll do the research with you.
Exactly. So provided that here is instead of if, okay? In the if clause, we do not use will because the tense is present. So provided that you give me equal credits, I'll do the research for you, with you, and something like this. So here, when you use provided that, it means if. So you're using in a conditional clause. It has to be in present tense. And thank you very much, Hassan. That was great. In case, just think about these two sentences, A and B. Okay? I will take an umbrella if it rains, and I will take an umbrella in case it rains. Are they the same or they are different? And what is the difference in meaning? Both of them are grammatically correct. What about the meaning? You can think about it, then tell me. Okay, thank you so much for. Yeah, sure. It's same. They're the same? No, they're not the same. Let me help you. They are not the same.
I think they're not the same, Mr. Nima.
Uh
There's a
huh.
difference in the meaning.
So what's the difference? Exactly.
I think in the second example, I'll take an umbrella in case it rains. I'm saying that indirectly that I'm taking it anyway because I think it's gonna rain. So I'm taking my
Ah.
umbrella because I think it's gonna rain. But the first one, I'll take the umbrella only if it rains.
Uh huh. Okay. Okay. Okay.
So
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So thank you for this. Someone says Subi. I think I understand the difference, but cannot explain. Okay, it's good. I agree. Yeah. Thank you. So let me tell you something. Let me ask you something. You will pass your exams if you study. Or if you study, you will pass your exams. What happens first? The result or the condition?
the condition.
The condition, exactly. People are typing condition, exactly. So in A, I will take an umbrella if it rains. So which one happens first? Taking an umbrella or raining?
Raining.
Raining, perfect. What about B? Which one happens first?
I got you, Mister. The taking the umbrella happens
Aha,
first.
exactly. So, for example, in B, for example, it's like morning and it's sunny. Okay, you're going to work or school. You say, "I will take an umbrella in case it rains." Right now, it doesn't rain. It's not raining, but we say it's for safety. We use the word for safety. You want to take it with yourself. Maybe in the future means evening, for example. It rains, so in that case, you are ready. You are prepared. You just take it out. But A says, first, I need to see it is raining. The condition should happen based on the definition we have provided so far. So, first, I should see it's raining. So I can see the drops and things like this. Oh, then I will take my umbrella. But maybe at that moment, I don't have access to my umbrella. That's why we use in case. Okay? So using
Mm-hmm.
in case means doing something for safety and the result happens sooner, which is against the definition of first conditional. So this can be very helpful
Wow.
when we are talking about different situations. For safety, we use the word for safety. So this
Better
is the
safe than
difference.
sorry.
Sorry?
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
right.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing. People answer the raining. So yeah, this is the difference between in case and just if. So you see, because I had a student, he claimed that why do we use different phrases or different, for example, words instead of if? We can just say if. So this is a difference. It can change the meaning totally. Anyway, in case, so here I said the condition should happen to achieve the result. First, I should see it is raining, then I will take an umbrella, not sooner. but I take an umbrella now, even though it's not raining. So the if clause happens before the main clause. And maybe the main clause never happens. Maybe it never rains that day. Maybe you take it with yourself, but it never rains. Said, oh, I just take it for nothing. But you did it for safety. Anyway, here we have actually a mini quiz. Then I want to add something. Just let's have the mini quiz. So number one, which verb tense is used in the main clause of first conditional sentences? A, B, or C? Think about it and send it in the chat or say it on the stage. Number one. People are sending. Okay.
It's future simple, Mister.
Future simple. You mean B? Okay. Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you. So, Juvie, Mavic, I think, and others are saying A. Some people said B. Future simple. You mean B also? Then your name. And yeah, exactly. Okay. What about number two? What is the general structure of a first conditional sentence? Someone said it already, but the general structure, A, B, or C? The next one they're saying C. Mm-hmm. B. Okay, which one? Can you explain again? Explain. Okay, the question. Or number one or number two, Bill? Which one? Number one or number two? Two. Okay. The general structure, the general formula, the formula we use for the first conditional sentences. Do we use if plus simple present simple and present continuous? Like if you study, for example, you are playing. If you study, you are passing, for example. Or if you study, you will pass it. So all of you said C. Just two people said B, which is C in this case. And the last one, what type of situation is usually expressed in first conditional sentences? What type of situation? A. Hypothetical situation related to the past. B. Possible or likely events or situations in the future. And C. Unlikely or impossible situation. You're sending B. B, exactly. So let's see the answers. The red one, future simple, C, and B. Exactly. And you know, some people about impossible, there are some cliche sentences that say, even in impossible, we have the word possible. So everything is possible, and they play a song. That's correct. So yeah, these are the things. These are the actually the everything about first conditionals. Just I want to add something a little bit. It's not here, so thank you. But I have it in my other PDF. I want to just add something about the instead of will, what we can say. So the main clause, the new PDF. Here is the list of modal verbs we can use in the main clause. So instead of saying will, for example, you will pass your exams, there are other words you can use. For example, modal verbs. You can example shall. Shall, if we use I or just to think. If you use I or V, it means will. I shall never see you again means I will never see you again. Or I don't know. We shall go means we will go. For example, if you come to the party, I shall introduce you to my friends. Let me change the color. It means I will. Could. So let's. So could. many people know that we use could for second conditional, but there is only one situation we can use it in first conditional. It is used to express a possibility or hypothetical situation with a greater degree. So look at this one, forget the definition. If I work hard this year, I could get a promotion. If I work hard this year, I could get a promotion. So I have a question. If I work hard, if I follow the condition, like I work hard, like really hard, can you guarantee that I will get a promotion? Can anyone guarantee that I will get a promotion? I think Ezel wants to come say on the stage, okay? So people on this stage too, Ezel, Anus, and Samurai. So what do you think? If I work hard, can anyone guarantee that I will get a promotion? We cannot hear you if you're talking, Ezel. So fashionista says no, not in this case. Not in this case. Not completely guaranteed. There is a chance, but there's no certainty. Exactly, exactly. So in this case, you cannot say if, because if means like 99%. Okay, you will get it. Okay, and let me tell you something. When you say if you study hard, you will pass your exam, there is no guarantee here too. If you study hard, you will pass your exam. Maybe you will study hard, but you don't pass your exam. For example, I don't know, something happens. So it's like 99%, but we assume it's 100%. But if you use could, it means there are other external factors that can affect the situation. Like, for example, your boss doesn't like you, or there are other people who worked harder than you, or, for example, your boss wants to promote his cousin, not you. So there are something that is out of your control. You can say could in this case. Should is very basic. It means if you study hard, you should pass your exam. Also, we use should for inversion. I will talk about it. Can talks about possibility. Sorry, ability. If I leave work on time, I can make it to the concert. Or, I don't know. If you finish your homework, you can watch TV. Might also has something like could. If I have time after work, I might go to the gym. Means maybe I go to the gym. So the could was very important. Here we have some examples in case you miss a train, call me. So should you need any help, I'm gonna say this for advanced students. In order to use inversion, okay, I won't explain inversion if you know inversion. We just remove if and add should. If you study hard, should you study hard? For example, if you save your money, you buy something, should you save your money? If you need me, should you need me? And I think that's it. So let me just see. Yeah, I think that's everything. There is something I want to say I forgot, but anyway. So that was literally everything about first conditionals. I hope you guys enjoyed that. So if you have any questions, please ask me. Raise your hand, come here, or just type it down. Our class is actually over. However, we have a lot, about 8 minutes. So if you have any question, if you didn't understand any parts, just tell me. I will explain it again. Okay? Don't be afraid. We are here to learn. If I had worked hard, I could. No, this is something that is in the past. For example, next year, okay, you say, oh, Hassan was right. So next year, you say, for example, you don't get the promotion the next year. You said you are like thinking, oh my god, like regret. If I had worked hard last year, I could get the promotion. You are sorry that you didn't work hard. But in my sentence, we are talking about if I work hard. It's something real. And we have time for it. In your sentences, we lost the time. So your sentence is actually, if I had worked, I could have, for example, is third conditionals. What's the difference between may and could? They are actually the same. We can say the same, okay? May talks about possibility. I may go to the gym. Maybe. You know the word maybe. There isn't any big difference. Sarah, can I get your note? The note, you mean the PDFs? Yes. I will send the PDF. This one here, and the other one you can get it on my website. Let me just send it again. No, this one. This everything about myself. So you can go to my website and download the PDF and other PDFs. But this PDF, let me. Okay, I'm sending it. Yeah, that's the PDF. I mean the first one. And don't forget, credit where credit is due. And yeah, so that's it. Anything else? Great class as always. Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know your name, but thank you very much. So thank you guys. The class is literally over. If you have any questions, please ask it right away. Otherwise, we're good to go, and I wish you a very good week. Hassan?
I just have a yeah. Sorry, Mr. Nima, but
No, sure.
I lost my connection,
Okay, yeah,
and
I noticed that.
I'd
Mhm.
like to ask about the second example, uh, where we used should in a conditional clause. What does it mean? Uh,
Which
I think
one?
there is a difference in the meaning. Should, yeah,
Oh,
instead of if.
could.
I
Could.
missed it.
Okay, yeah, I got you. So the sentence I said, if I work hard, I could get a promotion. Okay, that was a sentence. If I work hard, I could get a promotion. We were talking about, I actually asked this question. Imagine I work hard. I work so hard. Can you, Hassan, can you guarantee that I will get the promotion?
No, there is no
No.
guarantee.
So why? Why there isn't any guarantee? What's the reason?
Because there are multiple factors and multiple
Ah,
aspects to it that lead to the result.
perfect,
Not
exactly.
about only working hard.
Uh-huh. So there are some external factors or I don't know, different things that can affect the situation. I said maybe your boss doesn't like you. Maybe your boss wants his cousin to get the promotion or I don't know. Many things. Or maybe there are other colleagues, there are other employees who work harder than you. So it's actually the thing here. So it's not just on the condition. Not just if I work hard, there's no guarantee I will get the promotion. Okay? That was different between could and will in this case. Could means it's not just on the condition, there are other factors, and maybe you get it. That was it.
So I'm uncertain that the result will happen. Yeah, thank you, Mister.
Exactly. You're uncertain because not because the condition may not happen. You are sure the condition will happen because there are other factors that can affect the result. As I said, the boss doesn't like you, for example. Yeah, you're welcome. That was actually the thing here, and yeah. So it actually I was recording. I've been recording the class, so you can actually watch it tomorrow. I think tomorrow on my YouTube channel. And yeah, these are the links related to my teaching. And thank you, everybody. Have a lovely day, and see you all on the next week. Just before we go, if you just liked the class, if you thought the class was useful, was good, I would be happy to have your feedback in my DMs. Okay, you can just send me a private message like, okay, your class was good, your class was bad, I like it for that reason, so I can have some feedback to see the quality whether or not it's good enough. Thank you very much and have a lovely day. And thank you, Hassan and others who were actually acting in the class. And thank you very much and just goodbye.
Thank you, Mister.
Yeah, sure.